What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode. My name is Andrew Noble and you are watching Hot Wheels Dad. I hope you guys have all been enjoying the off-road content I've been doing with the F150. It is so much fun for me to get out on the trails and to check it out. I wanted to show you guys a little do-it-yourself at-home project you can do if you have some issues with your headlight casings. Now, it happens on a lot of older vehicles where the headlight casing gets some condensation on the inside. It's really hard to get out. So I wanted to show you guys how to get it out at home and how to actually remove that from the casing in your headlights. Now, my truck does not have any in the headlights, but usually on older vehicles, because of the weather stripping around it, or there may be an actual crack in the casing. Also, the inlet where the bulb comes in, that's really the only access point for weather to get into the headlight, and there's usually a little rubber grommet on the bulb that seals it shut when you actually turn the bulb in. Now, as you can see, I don't have any issues with that. I've seen some trucks with some issues with it. Now, as you know, I do have an aftermarket headlight in my truck, and basically switching out from OEM to aftermarket, sometimes the fitment isn't as perfect. Now, I have no complaints about my aftermarket bulbs for the headlights. The little seal around it, perfect, it fits in perfect, but sometimes if you don't get the correct spec for your vehicle, it will not completely seal shut, and then you will start to see some condensation build up in here. Now, my case, I am having some issues with my fog lights, and I have no idea why I would have issues with my fog lights. Ah! As you can see, down here, there is lots of condensation, and again, I don't have any idea why I would be able to put my fish in there and let my fish swim around. So I want to show you guys how to get rid of this water that has been built up inside of my fog lights. You can see that the water is settled down here at the bottom, and then it builds up here. That's near impossible to get out, and if you let that sit in there, it's going to get into the electrical wiring of the truck, and that is not good because you don't want any issues with your electrics of the vehicle. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to get that out, and the cool thing is once you do get it out, you will be able to test why it's actually doing it. Is it a crack in the casing? Is it the weather stripping? Maybe it's your bulb, so maybe you have to switch your bulbs out, and then if it happens again, you know for sure it's not your bulb. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how to get this water out of here, and I'm actually gonna want to probably clean it a little bit too. As you can see, there's some dirt and mud in there. You guys just saw the clips of why mud is in there. As you can see, I do have it on both sides. We did go through quite a bit of mud. I do want to show you guys also, I had the truck detailed yesterday. I had the car wash here and they detailed the truck, but I haven't actually opened the hood in a while, and when I opened the hood after our little off-road adventures the other day, I definitely need an engine detailer. As you can see how dirty the truck is. But that is the purpose of an off-road vehicle, right, you guys, to get out and have some fun with it. For me, my truck is my daily driver. It's what I use on a daily basis, but I like to enjoy it and I like to get out and have a lot of fun. So that's what we're gonna do. We are gonna get out this water. To access my tools, I have to move the Audi R8, and I know that's what you guys wanna see. You guys wanna see a cold start on the Audi R8. Enjoy the sounds of V10. So to do this project, you're actually gonna need an air compressor, which I highly recommend investing in one. I do have a small one here, but I'm not gonna be using that one. That was my very first air compressor. After moving into this house, I did do a little setup here. I figured this cabinet is perfect for a air compressor setup, and I did invest in a larger compressor. A compressor will allow for you to have some tools like an impact gun or maybe a pressure washer. Now, eventually what I wanna do is, as you can see, I've ran kind of the power up through the cabinet here. You can actually get a PVC setup where the PVC is run up through here along the walls, and I want to eventually put my hose right here on this post, like a retractable hose here, and then it'll allow me to pull it out and then service my vehicles from inside here or wherever. Alright, so after your compressor fills with air, you're going to grab your little compressor gun here. I found that it best works with a little inlet tube like that, and the reason why is because you actually have to remove the bulb from the back of it, and like I said earlier in the video, the only access point to the inside of this should be where the bulb actually goes into the housing. The back side is where there's going to be access to the weather for it to get in here, so I'm going to need to remove the bulb and then stick this little part into here, into the inside, and just blow. So basically it's gonna blow air into that and then outside of the hole of where the light actually inserts into it. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the bulb here. Basically, I'm just gonna have to reach up here and twist it out. If you haven't already seen my installation video of these, I'm gonna link it right here. Check it out on how to install these. We'll turn and it should pop right out of the housing there. You can already see some water dripping down. So all right, as I mentioned earlier, this little rubber grommet right here, that's what actually seals shut when it goes into the inside of the housing. This rubber grommet should seal it shut and not allow any water. But as you can see, my case was a little bit unique as to where there was no way there was avoiding water getting onto the inside. So I do not blame the manufacturer at all of these aftermarket bulbs. In fact, I really do recommend getting a pair of this last fit aftermarket bulb. It projects quite a bit of light out, especially if you're going to be off-roading at night. These fog lights give enough power for you to be able to see. All right, now that the bulb is out, I'm going to recommend removing these two bolts right here, this one right here and this one right here, and it's going to allow you to kind of open this up a little bit and get you access to the back. Now I'll explain why once I get these bolts out. All right, so it's gonna basically allow you access to the back of the light housing right there. As you can see, that's where the inlet of the bulb actually goes in. Now, what I recommend in my case, because of how dirty the water is, I'm gonna try and clean it out the best that I can. So what I did was, I have a water bottle here, and I'm just gonna take it and I'm gonna spray the inside of it to clean out any of the dirt that has been kind of built up on the inside. All right, so there you go. As you can see, trying to clean the inside of that because there's some actual dirt buildup. You can see how dirty the water is. I just stuck a little toothbrush in there, and I'm gonna get out that little excess, kind of brush it off a little bit. All right, and then basically all you do is you hook up your little hose here. Then you go from the back side, you put the tip of the air gun inside that hole, and then you basically just blow all of that water out. You can see it's coming out. And you basically just let it blow until all of the water is dry. You can see some of the water droplets in there, and you basically just blow it until it's completely dry on the inside. Eventually, the longer you spray air in there, the more dry it becomes, and eventually that condensation will just disappear. As you can see, it's already, mine has already completely dried up. There's a few little droplets left in there, so I'm gonna go ahead and just spray the rest out. But that's all there is to it, you guys. And as you can see, it is completely dry on the inside. There is no more condensation built up on the inside, and I can just replace the bulbs, put the bulbs back in, and you are good to go. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and move to the other side and complete the other side the same way that I did that side over there, and I will show you the outcome as soon as it's done. As you can see now, there is no more water on the inside there, on that side, or on that side. So there you have it. There is a little do-it-yourself at home, just in case if you start to see some condensation build up on your headlights or your fog lights. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode, a little do-it-yourself at home of Hot Wheels Dad. If you do like this type of stuff, please give me a thumbs up and a subscribe. It really does help my channel out. And if you have any more questions on any of this type of thing that you can do to your vehicles at your own home, please ask them down in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Hot Wheels Dad. I appreciate it so much. Always remember, you are the maker of your own story, so don't forget to make it a legendary. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.